And welcome back to our final round of Top Cut. We have the top two players about to duke it out. They're just setting up at the moment. And we will have a matchup of white and purple. Max, how are you finding this?
It has been such an amazing event. And once again, I just want to give an amazing shout out to those intros. That beautiful intro we saw before cutting to us is absolutely gorgeous. And it is an amazing way to start our finals matchup where we have Chi versus Kwon, which is white versus purple. Two friends here playing it out for $10,000, which is both the best place to be in and also the worst.
That's right. And we have seen Chi, who plays quite well into the white matchup, playing purple. And I'm very interested to see how this match pans out. As well as the purple player who we saw last round on stream managed to really push it out against white.
Yeah, it is definitely an interesting one. Most of the white matchups we've seen seen Kwon play against. Kwon's playing...
Kwon play white, so yes.
Kwon is playing white, so most of the white matchups we've seen Chi play against has been those matchups where we haven't seen the Armored Dragon, but Kwon does run the Armored Dragon, which gives armor white, purple, and red.
That's right. So we haven't seen them come into play against Chi, so I'm very curious to see how Chi will combat that.
Yes, and as you see there, the $10,000 representative check for this finals tournament.
And the top placing prizing.
Yes, so these top players are playing for that beautiful check there. And as we see them pile shuffle the way, Tyson, you get one last pile shuffle to start this round.
And we do see there will be a timer. We will have 60 minutes for the finals. But we have seen that all games have just gone completely, within the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, especially with these two players, it has been relatively quick games that have occurred so far. So it could be the same, but it could also be a dragged out long grind fest. We'll just have to wait and see.
That's correct. All right, starting up, we're going to be getting our cards drawn and starting our life. So I wonder who has gone first.
We will
Looks
see.
Like it will be Kwon maybe going first.
We will see after the draw. I think Kwon has won the roll, and he gets to choose once he draws his hand.
All right, looks like we're good to go. They're just choosing their hands. They both drawn a card, alrighty. And potentially it is...
It is Chi going first.
Okay.
Alrighty. We'll see if he gets that pattern in turn one plays. He does. He gets one of the 3-cost purple Spirit Sound that gets to draw a card when destroyed if it has the red core on it.
Beautiful. We're going to see the
Mecha Duck win.
Mecha Duck, yep.
Come down here, and it has way too many cores and knows what to do with.
I believe it's a 3,000 when it's level 2.
I think it only gets to 2,000, but I will check that one.
Alrighty, so Chi has decided to swing with his knight and has Camelot Knight on the field as well, with 3 cores on it.
It looks like we will be taking the hit, and that is a pass there from Kwon. Not swing with the Camelot as it does not have curse, so we will not be able to remove the Mecha Duck. We do just see the Netherworld depths coming down, so every time Chi attacks, Kwon is able to draw a card.
Now, will we be able to see Chi have a Burning Force in hand to kill that one? No, it will not be the case. He's just going to play his own Netherworld depths as well as a Camelot Knight.
So every time each thing attacks, we will see a draw there from Kwon off the Netherworld depths. And we will see a taking of the life, and we see the Blast Bomb returning the Netherworld depths to hand.
We've definitely seen the Blast Bomb be a really impressive card in these last couple of Top Cut games. We hadn't seen it a lot in Swiss, but we are seeing it now, which has been massive value for all the players playing.
They're just talking about that Mecha Wing Duck, which should be able to get a core, I believe, from the Void when a card is bounced back to hand.
Alrighty, playing the white Nexus, most likely going to be trying to buy into the Elephant, which we do see a Buffalo Bill in.
And we see the Elephant, and it is the Alt-Art Elephant, which looks beautiful.
We finally got the Alt-Art Elephant, Max.
Yeah, we finally... You know what? That is right. I think this is the first Alt-Art Elephant we've seen on stream, and it's definitely one of my favorite cards.
And you've been asking for the Alt-Art Elephant for the entire weekend.
I certainly have been. And we see the Netherworld Tap just come straight back down here for Chi.
Now, I am curious to see, is that another Blast Bomb in his life or burst area? He might be, and he might just have to burst it. Nope.
We're going to see the block from the Elephant, and it looks like Looks like only Cheese Spirit will die and will draw. Quan, I think, hoping to have his own Spirit die there, but it will not happen today. And we'll see another draw of these Netherworld Depths. Chi is definitely using his typical strategy against White to go wide as fast as can, push as many attacks through. However, Quan has that Netherworld Depths, which pretty much negates all these swings that she's doing with all the draws he's able to do and
Yeah, there we go.
remain getting all the blockers down.
The Kun on 2 life, with G going to staying on 5, he does have a slightly worse board than Kun, but we do have a lot of cards in Kun's hand after all those draws. He's drawn 3 cards from G, and G has drawn 2 of that. And here we go. We got the mech base fortress.
So this Armored Dragon is definitely one of the strongest cards, and we see straight away that is 4 cores go down to it. So all of Quan's White Spirits are going to have armor purple, red, and white. So G will not really be able to affect them too easily.
So this is where I really wanted to see Chi play, because Chi has shown he has been an amazing player when it comes to versing White, but we haven't seen him verse the Armored Dragon at all yet, so I'm curious to see how this pans out.
Yeah, the Armored Dragon is definitely one of the best cards against Purple, and Purple is one of the best decks in the format, so having these extra outs to this matchup is extremely important. And we see the Spider Demon come down here from Chi.
I believe Chi's the only person we've seen play Spider Demon, actually.
Yeah, and I always forget what it does every time Chi plays it, and then I have to go look it up again. So it is the one where if this spirit has a soul core on it, select one opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into their reserve when they attack.
Well, we're definitely not going to see that come through now, because we do have the Fortress on field.
So it's not doing too much, but we do just get to see all these small attacks come down. And it looks like Chi just wants to go through every single one of these, and we're going to see the absolute Ice Shield come down, and it looks like we're just going to enter him there.
There we are. Now we will most likely see Kun put all those cores back on his Fortress, just so he's aware that he's able to have them on.
Yes, indeed. We will see another burst card be set.
We haven't seen what that one is. It's very difficult to see these players' hands. They're keeping it very conservative.
We're going to go to 4. Going to 4 cores on both the Mecha Beast and the Armored Dragon, which means if he attacks with them, they will both refresh at the start of the turn. I want to see him drop the Burning Force there, but he's not playing it. We shall see what the players do here. I believe Quan is deciding whether to attack or not. He's just thinking whether it's worth attacking and letting Chi draw cards off those Netherworld Depths.
Definitely an issue here. You know, Netherworld Depths for both players is tough, because Chi giving his opponent cards, well, Kun doing the same thing. It's a grind game. Do you really want to give your opponent cards?
Yeah, definitely. It is a rough one indeed. And seeing the way Chi plays purple, it really does make me want to play purple as well.
Exactly. I'm moving a marker from the beast. Maybe he's trying to go into that card to kill the Nexus.
Yeah, just doing some quick maths here, thinking whether it is the top card of his hand. So he's definitely thinking about it.
We have seen whenever players are thinking about it, they just do it, and there we go, it's being done.
We'll do it. It is very interesting, though, seeing only 3 cores on that Armored Dragon. So those cores, I believe, should go back to Quan's reserve, and only seeing those 3 cores on the Armored Dragon does mean it will be able to be targeted. We do see the Burning Force come down from Chi, and it will just go straight back to Quan's turn. So Quan is not punished. Or maybe there is a 4th one there on the Armored Dragon. It's a bit hard to see.
There is 4. Now, I believe Chi didn't want to swing there, so he wouldn't be able to kill his cards. Now, he could have put the Soul Core on the Camelot Knight, but he would have just blocked with the Elephant and taken drawn 3 cards and 3 cores.
Definitely, we do see the Buffalong Bill come down here. That is Quan's signature card, which has come in so clutch for him throughout the day.
Exactly. It looks like we have both player signature cards, being the Spider and the Buffalong Bill, but I'm a bit more of a fan of the Buffalong Bill, to be quite honest.
I think you're just a fan of it because of the name, Tyson.
As a kid, I loved the Buffalo Bill ice cream, let's be real.
So Quan's definitely in an advantageous position here, with Chi having to find a way to remove these spirits. But once again, Chi does have the out of the Bishop into the Infernal Dark Dragon, as we do not see Quan here with the Ice Maid.
Alrighty, he doesn't seem to have the amount of cores though, but I don't I believe I think he'd be okay if he just got rid of his cards and played the dragon. He
Yeah,
has 10 cores available. Maybe 11 cores. I think that's 3 cores on the Smiter.
I would agree with you there. Definitely both players have their hands in their pocket having a bit of a think here.
It's great to see how casual this game's being played. We do see the bishop at the front. He most likely is thinking about it, just probably taking his time. He may be able to think, I might be able to survive another turn. Maybe I'll just do this.
Definitely is a tough position to be in.
While we're waiting, I just again want to say these core trays have been an amazing addition to the prizing that we're getting from the Battle Spirit Saga team.
Yeah, and even the life counters as well are beautiful. They hold perfectly those cores that you get within those starter decks. And we do see Chi here just develop 2 Nexuses, place another core onto his Camelot Knight, and just pass them.
Most likely just wants to start getting draws from them. He is at 4 life, I believe. It's a bit harder to see, but yep, okay, here comes the card here.
Here comes the Head Ice Made Fuller, which is essentially this lock that Quan loves to develop. It just means that no matter what, the Armored Dragon and the Fuller will not be able to be removed, no matter what she does.
Exactly. Now, if Chi had played the Banshee and the I think Banshee. What am I
The
thinking
Bishop.
of? Bishop. Yes. Why am I thinking Banshee? If he had played the Bishop and the Dragon there, could have cleared his board, but he also may have been thinking, what, I'm probably more wanting to set up for next turn, but now it's going to be a bit harder to go through.
Yeah, I think we do see Quan essentially go for the setup every game, which is kind of this checkmate position we've seen White go in for different situations where you have the Buffalo Bill, which allows the Armored Dragon to attack and refresh itself in the attack step, as well as just getting this lock on where purple can't remove the Armored Dragon or the Fuller.
Now, Chi going down to 2 life. He does have a blocker, but Quan does have 2 attacks available, so he may be able to just take out game here.
As the attack, we'll see the draw of the Netherworld draw, and she's not giving up until the very last moment, as there are all these cards. And it looks like this could very well be game draw off the Netherworld, and that is the game one.
Very, very close game one, to be quite honest. Both players at such a high advantage at peak points in the game, but yeah, Quan was able to just push that through with the lock that he developed. And she definitely did make the right play, I believe, playing those 2 Nexuses just to be able to set up for the next turn. But he wasn't aware that Quan was going to play that card.
Yeah, it was definitely a checkmate situation set up by Quan, and it wasn't even a long checkmate. It was a mate in one situation where he was just able to develop the board and swing for game that turn. We do have the players sideboarding here. I think they would have practiced against each other, so they're 99% sure just going to make the quickest sideboards imaginable, and they're laughing about how quick they are able to do it, as they know exactly what opponent's decks are, they know exactly the list, the exact ratios, so it is going to be all about skill and none about the hiding of these cards and the
That's
tech
right.
choices.
And I do believe that these opponents were the people playing each other in the final round of Swiss, actually. So it's quite poetic to see both of them play in the final round of Swiss and in the final round of Top Cut.
Yeah, I think we had them on stream yesterday.
We did not have these 2 on stream, but we did have both of them on stream at separate points.
Yeah, so Chi was first place today in the Swiss, so he is going to try and defend first in Swiss to get first in the tournament.
This stream will be posted to the YouTube channel, Keeper Digital, so you will be able to review this one once it has been uploaded. And this will also be uploaded as well. Alrighty, looks like we're both starting the game. She most likely going first here. Being purple, you sort of want to just start going first against white and developing that board. And we do see the assassin come down.
The assassin is one of the better cards in purple, as it is able to draw a card on attack. And one of the things we have seen from pretty much all of Chi's list is Chi just wants to be able to draw as many cards as possible and as many cards that replace themselves on play.
Exactly, and we do have Quan playing that, what is it, the Nexus? I forget it is.
It is the Ice Forest, I believe. Forest, Ice, Steel. It is those words in some order. It is the Forest of Steel Leaves.
There we go. We were close enough.
Which it does have two really cool effects. The first one is a burst card to set. Your white Nexus cannot be destroyed by the effects of your opponent's red spirits or magic. However, she's probably going to be trying to destroy the purple Nexus in Netherworld Depths if it comes down. But the second effect is when one of your spirits is destroyed, select one of your opponent's Nexuses and return it to the hand.
Right, now we will see the Buffalo Bill lock here where he will continue to return to hand that assassin.
Which we did see last game where Quan just keeps returning the assassin back to hand, so Chi will have to keep playing it each turn if he wants that advantage.
Okay, both players just thinking here. Chi having a rough time as we've seen him on stream a couple of times now doing that. His signature pose, oh, I'm going to lose, and then he just brings it back.
Definitely, indeed. And we do see that both of the spirits that, we see the Core Thief come down, being able to remove that Buffalo Bill from play.
He's able to block as well.
Most definitely. So we are able to see Quan not able to set up that block. And this is one of the cards that we didn't see last match from the purple player, is we did not see the Core Thief.
That's right. Core Thief can be a massive thing.
Yeah, you are removing your own cards from hand, but as I said earlier, Chi plays so many cards that like to draw that his hand is always so full being able to play these cards.
That's exactly right. There we go, removing the second card from hand there, killing the Buffalo Bill and essentially confirming himself 2 damage. But we were in this similar situation the last game where Kun was at 2 life and Chi was still at 5, but he managed to bring it back quite fast. And here we go, here comes the Mammoth coming out, looking like the same sort of situation.
So we do see this situation, though, that Chi has found himself against a lot of white players. It's where he pushes them down early and then pretty much just says, cool, I am now going to swing at you with my incredibly wide board.
That's exactly right. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Quan does have that absolute ice shield. No, it's not. Okay, he did draw one, but he doesn't have the cores available to pay it.
Only has 3 cores, it looks like, on that. So we will have to see a taking of the life and then block and then absolute ice shield.
That has to be the case. But if Chi has a way to be able to remove those 3 cores, then there's nothing that he'll be able to do.
We'll go for the Camelot Knights. We have a 3rd attack, and we will see the first attack. If this spirit is destroyed, it will die. And it looks like we will see the block and just the thing here. Oh, absolute ice shield is only going to cost 3, so we can essentially remove this elephant from play.
But he will not get the effect.
He will not get the effect to draw 3 cards. And it looks like Chi will not get his on-destroyed effect either, so Quan is essentially going to have to set up a Insane Boston State here, or a second Absolute Ice Shield.
I believe he does have the Armored Dragon in his hand, though, so the big ship. He may be able to play that. Oh, that's an elk. There's the Dragon ship, yep.
Dragon ship come down.
He only has the 1 card. He does have another card. I believe it might be another Absolute Ice Shield. When I was quickly looking through his hand, I did see another card that looked like an alternate art. It could be an Absolute Ice Shield.
It looks like we're just counting the cores to make sure there was enough, and there was accidentally an extra core on that forest. It still leaves that we did have to pay to get the Armored Dragon out.
That is all good. All right, Chi with a really impressive board right now, having 4 cards up. If he's able to play and swing into things, okay.
We have just played the purple Smoke Valley, and we are going to start attacking.
Now, Camelot Knight with Curse isn't really going to do much here, is it?
Just Absolute Ice Shield to remain on the same amount of life, and we are going to see the pass.
Is that another Absolute Ice Shield? Because there was no way there was one in hand there. Did he draw one for turn?
I'm not sure. It could be a little bit of a bluff here, because he does not have too much to do, and bluffing may be his only way to victory.
That's exactly right. But we do recall that if you do have a card that isn't a burst effect in your burst area, you will lose the game.
That is true. So this could be I know I've lost the game, let's have a little fun here.
Which we did see yesterday on stream.
And it could have been from Quan as well. So Quan just looking at his discard where we do see 2 Absolute Ice Shields. We'll see the attack and the block there from the Elk.
And now the Elk isn't going to be able to block next turn. He does have the Absolute Ice. Doesn't look like he might have the Absolute Ice Shield in his burst area.
Take it.
Nope, he doesn't. Okay.
It is the Blast Bomb. Being able to return that Smoke Valley to hand and then paying the cost to be able to return another attacker to hand. And this Armored Dragon here is able to block twice.
Is it really?
Yes, it does refresh on block.
Okay, I see. So there we go. He's able to survive there. Has he drawn another? It looks like suppression in hand.
That can survive another turn.
Kun just keeps top decking cards. As we did see Chi do the exact same thing against Jack today.
Yep, so we'll put one on there. Does cost 4 to get the elk down. And it looks like we're going to get...
Here's the play.
All right, so we have set up the lock here, and we are going for the pass. And it looks like Kwon is going for the lock. And then, do the elk sack? Are we going to be able to see 2 burns a turn?
Potentially, we did see an absolute ice shield come out from Chi though.
With Kwon just burning, the absolute ice shield doesn't give too much value here, as Kwon's going to not want to attack at all, as he wants as many blockers as possible.
That's exactly right.
Chi only with 3 attacks here present on the board. All of Kwon's spirits do have armor purple and white. Even though Chi got Kwon down 2-1, it does seem like a very rough position to be in here for Chi, even though he's still on 5 cores.
It was a very deep 5 cores.
It was a very deep 5 cores. It was like the opposite of like a high pitch.
Well, that's what being deep is.
Not what it is. I was thinking of a voice break. It was the opposite of the break in a
That's
voice.
right.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out the attack order here, even if he wants to attack, but he's going to lose 2 life.
Yeah, we could be quickly discussing here whether curse does does select after armor white, purple, red. I am not sure though, so we'll have to see how it plays out here.
He should still be able to do the bishop into the dragon, forge the 2 elks, and that will be able to get rid of those marker effects. But it's still a rough position he is in.
Definitely, indeed. Just having a look what's in hand. I see another Lancer in hand to draw some cards, but not too much else. And Chi definitely seems like he's feeling the rough position. But he does have the Infernal King.
He does definitely have it, but he doesn't have the bishop. That's
bishop.
right, bishop. Why do I keep thinking Banshee?
We will see the dragon come down, and 1 elk will be removed. Oh no, one elk will be removed. Okay, so there's a little bit of ramp here for Chi, and that does mean that we will not see a single burn come down this turn.
There we go. So Chi has secured himself, still being at 5 life. He will draw, and that's a block. Oh, he will not draw because it doesn't have the soul core on it.
We'll see a second attack here, which I'm assuming will be blocked by this armored dragon, but we could see the suppression come down. Thinking whether to block with the head made fuller. Just wondering, okay, we're seeing 1 Inferno come down. Am I really scared of the combo coming down?
Exactly. Have they just passed it? Yep, they've just scooped it. He's going to game 3.
Yep, he's pretty much in this unwinnable situation and has decided, you know what, let's just go to the next game.
Was the armor dragon able to block twice though?
The armored dragon was able to block twice. However, I think Chisel had enough attacks left that Kwon would have had to lose that head made. And Kwon wants to make sure he has enough time in game 3 to be able to finish it.
Yeah, look, they're just discussing how their game went, but they will be moving on to game 3 very shortly. But that was a very quick game too.
It was a very quick game too. Chi does his patented play against white, which is develop a wide board very quickly and go into life and get as many cores down as quickly as possible. Try and make their ice shield not as valuable, as well as playing all these cards that draw cards.
Exactly, and I've been very impressed with how Chi has played into white this entire weekend. He's shown that he can bring purple and just dominate the white matchup. Now we are going into the very, very last pile shuffle of the event, of the entire weekend, and it is slowed down a bit. It seems like they're sort of, let's take our time.
Yeah, they are definitely taking their sweet time, just thinking about their lines of play that they can make in this final game here, where the winner will be getting $10,000, Tyson.
And what an absolutely amazing prize that is. I'm very excited to see who will take this. It's anyone's game at this point, especially with the way both Kwon and Chi have been playing. We cannot tell ourselves. We cannot speculate because it can be any of them.
Definitely. We have seen Chi play extremely well into these white matchups, definitely taking that wide point of view, but Kwon also setting up that checkmate against purple.
Exactly. Now, we are seeing both players draw their first hands. Does look like Kwon has the Pegasus in hand. He's taking the first hand when he's drawn the Absolute Ice Shield as well.
And that is the Ultimate Absolute Ice Shield, and we will See that Nexus come down, so that's the Forest that still leaves.
There is a Burning Force, but he's going to play the Knight, which will draw the Cavalier, sorry, that will draw him a card on play, and we'll just start swinging, as we see Chi does.
Yeah, it's definitely very interesting one. She's very happy to take all these early swings because he's not worried about Quan swinging back at all. And we will see all these cores be placed onto Pegasus and a pass come down here.
And again, that is the box topper Pegasi, Max, the one that you love the most.
It is a very beautiful full foil, which is lovely to see.
We do see the bishop in Chi's hand, so if we do end up getting the dragon out, we could see a game pretty fast.
The other great thing about Chi's deck is all these cards, as I said, that have these draw effects. It essentially is just extra cycling, so we can see both the dragon and the bishop.
That's right. Now, Chi opting not to attack with the Cavalier because he does know Pegasi will just block it and kill the card.
We do see the big elephant come down, and that is a pass there.
There we are. Obviously, Quan opting to not attack into him. He wants to keep him with as little cause as possible until he's ready to kill.
It is definitely a rough spot for Quan to be in, not having too many of these cores available. And if Chi's able to go wide this turn, Quan essentially will have to sacrifice at least the Pegasi or the elephant.
But he will have an absolute ice shield in his burst, so we do recall that one.
Yes, the absolute ice shield is there, but without enough cores to pay for it at the moment.
That is true, but he can regain a life if possible, if he does need to.
That is correct.
He won't refresh with the elephant, right? He needs to be on level 2 at least, am I correct?
Yes, he needs to be on level 2, which is 4 cores. And the Pegasus cannot block while exhausted at the moment because we do need to see 2 cores on the Pegasus for that effect to be live.
Lovely. There's definitely a right position then with all of this here. Another Cavalier, drawing another card, keeping his hand size up with Quan only with 4 cards in hand.
And that is the Maduke in Chi's hand, which is one of the cards which can apply a lot of pressure in the late game.
Especially with the blood curdle, blood curse?
Blood curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very strong effect which essentially burns your opponent's life when they try and remove it.
We've got another card coming out. Now, he can swing with the Camelot Knight and force a block and kill something if he has to, but it's not going to happen. He's just taking the life.
See the block come down from the Pegasus.
And that will die. There we are.
We will see the attack come down from the Assassin. We will not see a draw because it does not have that Spirit Core, and I'm sure Quan really wants that Camelot Knight to attack so he can block it with the Elephant and get the full draw effect.
I can imagine Chi just not attacking with it at all.
Oh, we will see the block.
And then we may see Quan go down to 1, but being forced to use the Ice Shield.
We're going to see the Core Thief here to remove the marker. Oh, no, we're not going to... We're just going to see Core Thief to remove the...
He hasn't used the Absolute... He couldn't use it, that's right.
He didn't have enough... He did not have enough...
What he's probably done,
left.
he's probably used the core Thief to remove that marker so he doesn't have enough.
Yeah, I think we... Yes, that could very well be it, Tyson.
But this could very well be the game. We could see the game end here. 5 life for Chi, 1 life for Quan, 1 burst card. I couldn't imagine him being able to continue getting out of this.
Yeah, Quan's going to have to set up a wide board or a suppression, or he can block and then use Ice Shield from hand. So there still are ways around this for Quan to survive a couple more turns. And if he gets a couple turns of survival, he is able to set up that lock.
It definitely is, but if Chi has another Core Thief in hand, or just a card to remove a marker, he's essentially won the game.
It is definitely a rough spot for Quan to be in, and we will see how he decides to play this out.
Just thinking where to redistribute his cores, so I keep going to say Don.
Or that looks like the Armor Dragon that we can see come down. So we'll see the 4 cores and we'll see the pass. So we do have Armor White and Purple. If Chi does have... I think all Chi needs at this point in time is the Dragon plus the Bishop.
That's right.
We see the Bishop in the hand. And it looks like the Bishop's going to come down. We're going to remove that. And then...
Nothing has armor right now?
Nothing. Yes, nothing has armor. That is very true. So we'll see. We've got 4 attacks at the moment.
Does he have the dragon? No, he doesn't. He's just
we're going to swing in. Yeah, we're going to see a block. And we do see we see this swing in. If we see a suppression here, it's going to be very strong for Quan, but we could see after the suppression something like a Drain Thief, a Core Thief come down.
Definitely could see that. He does have the deadly balance in hand though that I saw.
That is a very strong card. And with this block, if it is blocked by this, we will see the
There
absolute
we
Ice Shield from
are.
hand. Alrighty. So we will see the Camelot be able to destroy the Armored Dragon Enterprise there.
Exactly, and obviously Deadly Balance wasn't going to do anything for him because at the end of the day, he was still going to just choose a card that was being attacked.
Definitely. And we do see another Handmade Fuller come down to try and protect these spirits at the moment. But it is...
He does have that red card that can kill it.
That is true. And we see the Paracyclone come down. And if we don't put enough cores on these, that Burning Force will be able to kill both of them. But I think we just have enough of these cores being placed down on these spirits to protect it from Burning Force. The Pegacyclone is at 4,000 power at the moment with, I believe, 4 cores on it, if I am correct there, Tyson.
That has 2 on it. Now it has 1.
Oh, the Pegacyclone, sorry, yep, Pegacyclone has 1, so it is in range for that Burning Force, and that, the head Ice Maid has the 4 cores on it, so it is 5,000, it is out of range, but we still will see a close finish here.
We do have the Blood Curse card as well that could be played down to potentially be able to kill take his last life.
Yes, that is a very strong line of play. We'll see how it goes down. It looks like we see essentially a vanilla card come down just to try go wider, and it looks like that is Cheese plan to say, I have 4 attackers on board, you have 3 blockers on board. Let's see how it goes down.
Unless it's an absolute Ice Shield, I don't see how this is going to go. It could be one of the swords, the Cannonell sword, that will give him a life back, but we don't know for sure.
He will have to use that from hand because if that card is in the burst, he
he'll
will take the life, and loss is a interruptive game effect, so you'll not be able to gain the life back.
True, yeah, that's it. This may just be it for Kun then. Oh, there we go. Okay.
So we'll see the Drain Bomb from hand, being able to return something back to hand.
So now, Kun with only 1 card in hand though. I wonder how this is going to play out.
We do have enough blocks to survive this turn.
He does have the Burning Force, but it's going to cost him 4 or 5, I believe. So he isn't going to
Burning Force will cost 5. We will just see the pass. And Quan just has 4 cores that aren't already attached. Only 2 cards in hand. They're all going on the Pegacyclone. And we'll probably see a couple attacks here into at least 1 attack. Oh, no, we're just going to see the pass. All right. Quan definitely wants to keep limiting Cheese cores.
I believe he's just going to try and defend as much as he can, but if Chi can get multiple cards out on field, if he does not have an Ice Bear shield in hand, it's close. It could be it.
Yeah, every single turn, Chi here is able to keep developing cards, which allows more draws to occur and for Quan to lose cards in hand, which at the end of the game is how this game could end.
Okay, and Chi's just passing here with 4 cards up.
Wow.
Probably just waiting to see what he can do. Another pass, I believe, from Quan. Nothing he can play.
It
I'd love to be able to see Quan's hand.
Yeah, I would love to as well. He's definitely hiding it from us. He doesn't want the stream to know what's in his hand. He either has the best cards in the world or the worst cards in the world in his
Doesn't
hand.
want us shouting them. That's probably what it is.
We do see Chi attack here with the under 7 world, and it looks like both spirits will be no, just Chi's spirit, and we will see the draw from the Netherworld depths from the block with the Fuller there.
I'm curious to see what Quan does have in hand. He may have something to be able to play, but we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll see
Could just
another
be the
attack
end.
from Chi here, and if Quan blocks, Chi does get another draw, and it looks like
That's
they're just
it.
getting
Chi's
games.
taking the game.
Chi wins the first Battle Spirits event in the world because we are in the first time zone. So big round of applause here for Chi, who won the Swiss rounds and is able to take out the entire event as well.
Some massive props to Chi. As we've said this entire weekend, Chi has shown that he can completely dominate the white matchup. Being purple, it's a really rough matchup as well. I've experienced it, and I didn't think it was winnable, but Chi has proven that he is an insane player and has so much matchup knowledge that he can just take it out with whatever.
Definitely, and all those draw cards we see in Chi's decks just being able to cycle through to find those pieces he needs to win the matchup. He's able to do an incredible job, and he's won all the games he's played on stream. He's won the event. He has won the launch event for Battle Spirit Saga here in Australia.
I believe this is one of the first times we've actually seen someone go undefeated in Swiss and then undefeated in Top Cut as well. They typically lose in the finals.
Yes, it is definitely true that sometimes people have the curse of the Swiss win, but that is not what we saw here today. We are definitely going to try and get another interview with Chi now that he has won the event.
Right, I tell you what, that Swiss curse has happened to both of us, Max. So.
It has happened to both of us, but it's good to see that it's not happened to Chi here.
Big props to Chi. Very proud of his achievement here. I'm sure he's absolutely ecstatic to be able to win $10,000 again, converting to roughly that 14,500 Australian dollars, which is huge in my eyes. That'd pay off my car.
Yeah, we will have a interview with Quan first, the player who ended up coming second, still winning 6,000 USD and having an amazing event.
Beautiful. Now, Max, I'll get you to do those interviews because you are way better at them than me. So we'll bring them over quite shortly.
All good. So we'll have a quick break and we'll get back very shortly with those interviews.
Beautiful.
Give us a quick second, sorry guys. All right, I am back here with Quan, who came second at our Battle Spirits launch event here. So first of all, congratulations, Quan. You did amazing with your white control deck.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
So just quickly, what was the idea behind the deck? You had a lot of purple hate in the deck. Did you do a lot of testing against purple and think it was a rough matchup?
I 死啦！個冰機英文係咩啊？唉，陰公咯！I add a free cost card. Yeah.
Yeah. You had
cannot remove the core. Yeah. If I put the so core.
Yeah, you had a very, very strong deck there. Well, here is all your prizes for the event. We have your beautiful second place card here, the foil event pack, your full foil deck, some more of these event packs, a beautiful case here, and your top 4 deck box, as well as the mat, and then this contract represents your 6,000 USD. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
All right, we'll have another quick break and then have the interview with our winner. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here with Xing, our winner for the Battle Spirits launch event. So first of all, congratulations. You went and you won the Swiss, and then you came back and you won the Top Cut. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
We've already talked about your deck a fair bit amount on the stream, so let's just go over the amazing prizes that you get today. So first of all, you get all of these event packs that you see at the very front. We have our top 4 deck box. We've got this very, very beautiful top 2 card that both Xing and Quan got. We have the full foil deck. We've got the top 32 event pack foils. We have the 2 core cases here. We have one of my favorites, which is the full metal soul core, which you can't fully appreciate on stream, but it is absolutely beautiful in person. We have this amazing first place playmat and your top 16 playmat. And last but not least,
Ooh.
we have the $10,000 that you won. So congratulations. You must be very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, it's feel good to win, yeah.
Well, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed everything. I hope you enjoyed the event, and I hope you don't have a long flight to catch tonight.
Yeah, I actually fly back to Hong Kong tomorrow, so it's fine with me.
Well, that is perfect. Well, congratulations. Was there anything else you'd like to say to stream?
Yeah, thanks for everyone supporting me in Hong Kong. Thanks for the mates come with me. And thanks for you guys hosting the amazing event, yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. We definitely enjoyed it. I know Tyson and myself love being able to watch all of your games and your amazing lines of play and the amazing deck you have built for this weekend. So once again, congratulations and thanks for coming down and playing.
Yeah, thanks for hosting the game, yeah. Woo!
And thank you everyone for watching the stream, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the event a lot. Thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you very much, everyone.